Most people wake up and lose their day before it even begins. They reach for their phones, they check notifications, they scroll through the chaos of the world before they've even made sense of their own minds. But you're not most people. You're here because you've chosen something different. A life of purpose, discipline, and strength. You're here because you want to own your morning, not surrender it. In this video, you'll learn 10 things you should do every single morning. Not as tricks, not as hacks, but as a stoic way of living. A set of practices to sharpen your mind, steel your spirit, and start your day as a modern warrior of reason. Let's begin. 1. Wake up before the world does. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his Meditations, "At dawn, when you struggle to wake up, remind yourself, I rise to do the work of a human being." That one sentence should be enough. Waking up early isn't about productivity. It's about victory. Your first win against laziness, distraction, and apathy. It's about rising while the world is still quiet. Because in that silence, you find clarity, you find strength. The early hours are not just free from noise, they are free from influence. And if you don't decide who you are in those moments, someone else will decide it for you by 9 a.m. 2. Sit in silence. Before you do anything, sit. No music, no scrolling, no thoughts you didn't choose. The Stoics valued silence not just as a break from noise, but as a gateway to understanding. In silence, you hear the whispers of your inner dialogue. You get to ask, what am I feeling? Why am I reacting this way? Most people go their entire lives without knowing what drives them. But 10 minutes of silence each morning can change that. It's not easy. That's why it's powerful. 3. Read a Stoic quote aloud. A single sentence can sharpen your whole day. Epictetus said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Find one quote, speak it out loud. Don't just read it, declare it. Make it your armor. Let it challenge you. Let it reframe the world you're about to step into. 4. Journal the chaos before it owns you. Before the chaos of the world takes root in your thoughts, take your pen and write. What are you anxious about? What are you angry at? What are you avoiding? Stoicism doesn't teach suppression. It teaches awareness. Writing down your emotions is how you expose them and take back your power. You are not your feelings. You are the observer of your feelings. That's the first step toward mastery. 5. Do something physically difficult. Why? Because the body is where weakness hides. You don't need to run a marathon, just sweat. Just breathe hard. Just do what makes you want to stop. Push-ups, sprints, cold showers. When you do something hard first thing in the morning, you condition your mind to embrace discomfort, not run from it. You train yourself to say, yes, this is hard, but I do it anyway. That's Stoicism in motion. 6. Visualize the worst. The Stoics had a practice called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evil. They imagined the worst-case scenarios before they happened. Why? Because when life hits you, and it will, you've already rehearsed. You've already seen the insult coming. You've already imagined losing your job. You've already walked through failure, pain, and betrayal in your mind. So when the moment arrives, you don't panic. You don't collapse. You smile because you were ready. This isn't negativity. It's preparation. Set a single intention. Don't start your day aimlessly. Most people do. That's why they wander, react, and get overwhelmed. You need one clear sentence, one compass. Today, I will act with justice. Today, I will speak less and listen more. Today, I will not run from discomfort. Write it down. Keep it with you. Return to it when things spiral. Because in a world of noise, clarity is your weapon. 8. Avoid the dopamine trap. This one is simple and brutal. Don't touch your phone for the first hour. No TikTok, no Instagram, no news. Why? Because you're training your brain not to chase cheap dopamine. You're rewiring it to focus, not react, to create, not consume. Every morning is a chance to reclaim your attention. Don't give it away in the first 10 minutes. 9. Clean your space. Seneca believed your external world reflects your internal one. Look around. Is your room a mess? Your desk chaotic? Your bed undone? Clean it. This isn't about cleanliness, it's about command. When you put things in order, you send yourself a signal. I control my environment. I am not a slave to disorder. That small act becomes a mental anchor, especially when the rest of your day feels uncertain. Jishonta serve. Here's the final piece. Before you walk into the world, ask yourself, who will I serve today? Not in a dramatic, self-sacrificing way, but simply, whose life will I make a little better today? The Stoics believed that virtue is action, and that includes justice, kindness, and service. You don't need to change the world. Just show up with integrity, be useful, help someone without needing credit. Because Stoicism isn't about withdrawal, it's about rising. So others can too. Final words. These 10 habits aren't trendy, they aren't flashy, and they definitely aren't easy. But they're ancient, they're timeless, and they work. Not all at once, not perfectly, but slowly, through repetition, they shape you. You become less reactive, more focused, more grounded. You become what the world rarely sees anymore, a man who is in control of himself. So start tomorrow. Or better, start now. And if this spoke to something deep inside you, then subscribe, share this video, and join the brotherhood of those who refuse to drift. We don't hope for a better day. We build it, one morning at a time.